What's up, guys? Welcome to YGO House. Got the most toxic deck profile. You already know who it is. I only run 2. You can run 3. There's definitely an argument for 3, especially since people are so well prepared for it. But in my opinion, if you run 3, you are running a huge risk. A huge risk. Same can be said about Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I would say Lord of the Heavenly Prison is probably your most powerful card. To be honest, I rarely side him. He's just so powerful, being able to search any spell or trap. I mean, a powerhouse of a monster. Next, 3 Cursed Eldlich. Definitely a very powerful card, but it's, I would say, an argument to cut. This is probably the most argued about card when it comes to Eldlich. A lot of people despise it. A lot of people say it's a must 3 of. But in this case, I do play 3. For my Elixers, spells wise, I'm running Elixir of White Destiny and the Elixir of Black Awakening. If you run more Elixirs, you'll be able to grind a bit better. But in terms of opening too many, it could get pretty bad, especially if you open these 2 and you can only set 3. Most decks will be able to play around that set 3, so definitely something to be wary of. Of course, arguably, one of the most powerful traps in your deck, Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. Not a lot to say about this card. I mean, it special summons Eldlich on both turns, has its graveyard effect on both turns. It's just too much advantage. Onto your golden lands. 2 Hakero. Definitely an argument to play 3. Definitely, and it's a strong argument at that. It's a card that is slept on, to be honest. That Banish Engrave catches people off guard. I do play 3 Conch. Master Duel has me very sad about this card. For your powerful spells, running 3 Pot of Extravagance. Any deck that can take advantage of this card and desires is just a step ahead of most meta decks. This deck doesn't rely on its extra deck. To be honest, the entire extra deck is flex. It's completely up to you what you're gonna play. You're probably gonna end up banishing it anyways. And that +1 in card advantage, it's just too good in a trap deck. 1 call by. That's all you really need. Gotta play it. Another way to say it. I do run 3 Torrential Tribute. Very powerful card. This is a blowout card. You resolve this, you're most likely gonna win, to be honest. To follow up on your normal traps, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. You could bump this up to 3, but I do like it at 2. Don't want to see too many copies of it in my hand. 2 Needle Sealing, another blowout card, catches people so off guard. This card is insane. Now onto the Floodgates. I know. I'm sorry. It's all I can say when I activate this card. Skill Drain just wins you the game. Simple. Three Gozen. I play this over Rivalry in the main deck. But it's one of the first things I'll side, especially if I realize that it's not going to be impactful. That's the thing about these continuous traps. You really, really want them to be impactful. And that's why I play 3. There can be only 1. This card really slows down the game. This locks you out of your golden lands. And you have to be very mindful of that. Other than that, I mean, like skill drain, it's a win con. It's just, like I said, too good. 3 Solemn Strike. The only counter trap I play in the main deck. Awesome going first. Awesome going second. It's why you mainboard it. Now, onto the extra deck. Like I said, every single one of these cards is a flex spot. You don't have to play any of these cards. This is all optional. And we'll start off with 2 Link Spider. This helps you get those golden lands into the grave, especially when you are low on resources. Too good, too good. I play 1 Dark. This card is kind of falling off. I don't know. Maybe it's the lack of DPE. But, I mean, if they're playing DPE, boom. Vampire Sucker. Another way to get those golden lands in the grave. It also has great on-field effects. And it's a zombie, so can't be mad. I run 2 Nightmare Phoenix. Again, these are all flex spots. But this is generically good. Can't argue. 2 Nightmare Unicorns. Again, 2 Nightmare Monsters. Generically good. Constellar Pleiades. Making this with your traps and bouncing back cards to the hand. It's powerful. Powerful. Bouncing back cards to the hand is a underrated form of removal. I mean, you could call these your win con. This could, I would say that this is your only win con in the extra deck. I would go as far as to say that. That you make this and you overlay for this, that's game. And the last card in the extra deck, again, flex spots. You don't have to play any of these cards. But this is too good not to play. Zeus is too powerful. Now, if you're used to playing control decks, you already know this is the most important part of your deck. You play most of your games in the side deck. I think Yassine said 50% to 67% of the games you play are in the side deck. So, starting off, Dino Wrestler Pankratops. You're going second, you're going to fall in love with this card. I'm telling you. If you're not playing this in Eldlich, I don't know what you're doing. 3 Lava Golem. Oh, man. You resolve this card, I'm telling you you're going to win the duel. 100%. That Lava Golem, being able to suck up 2 monsters instead of 1, that trade-off is just so powerful. I run 3 D-Barrier. Obviously, this is very format dependent. But this is very, very powerful, this format. Being able to stop synchro plays and fusion plays. And just for some extra help on removal, extra copies of D-Barrier. I mean, this card is so versatile. It's so good having in the side deck, at least as an option. This is essentially playing more copies of Ice Dragon's Prison, Torrential Tribute, Needle Sealing. It's just so versatile. Next is Rivalry of Warlords. I do play it in the side because it does come up. It is powerful. You shouldn't sleep on this card. But I think there are definitely more impactful Floodgates, and that's why I side it. Last, we have Solemn Judgment. This card is for when you're going back to going first. Don't play this card going second. Please do not play this card going second. You will lose a duel. Alright, guys. That's it for the Eldlich deck profile. I would show you guys a combo, but I'm not setting 5 cards. So, you guys have a great day. Thank you for checking out the video and keep tuning in. Thank you and peace.